voting on that day. That's it. Even though it's really a separation, it's really a separation of powers, really. This is a district committee that I can't, even if I felt like it, I couldn't authorize this group to overpower another duly elected group. That's
so
like...
where do our votes come in?
Our vote,
I mean,
the DTC, the district committees are not recognized by state law. They're not recognized by state parties, okay? These districts are subdivision, so more people get involved, grassroots, everybody gets involved in the district. They're now expanding, they're now DTC roads where more people can participate. But you have people in the have local issues that are very specific to District A, that we are talking about issues in District A. When you get to the DTC meeting, everybody's talking citywide issues. You might bring up something that's happening in your particular district, and you're going to hear everybody else's, and that's not bad. But here we're focusing on what's happening in District A, and that's why these committees are important, because there are many different things that can come out of this. You can be appointed through this committee to a board or a commission. You can work on campaigns through this committee. You could be involved. You could feel empowered. So the more people that come here and get information about being involved is really the first step. But getting on the ballot, though, is one thing. And then signatures and petition process is a whole nother. And that's what all of those things allow people access to the ballot. So whether you go through an endorsement or you collect signatures and a grassroots effort and do that, you get on the ballot when parties can agree. That's where a primary comes into its life.
Getting back to the candidates, they spoke to the group, and they reached out to everybody, and then people in the group then spoke up and said, yeah, they spoke to all of us. This sounds good to us. We are representatives of our district as well, representing to you our voice to those members who we elected.
Yeah, sure. Julie Corbett recently moved into the district, so this is my first district meeting. You know, I'm trying to track what's going on in the district as my husband and I get settled and try to figure out what's going on here. What's happened. I understand that there seems like not the best process is what happened, but it's happened. I'm not a voting member of District A yet, but I am a voting member in the city now. So I now have the ability to vote at the primary. My concern is that there are certain candidates that have gone around and have made it known of why they're running for office, why they believe they should hold that office. And some candidates have not been forthcoming of information. And so I do appreciate that some information has come out, but there are other candidates where I now as a voter cannot make an educated decision. And so this is someone that the DTC members have endorsed, but there's been no understanding to the voting public why that person is the right person. So how am I supposed to make an educated decision when I don't know what someone is standing for?
So that's pretty interesting. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, all candidates out there talking to the voters. There are certain, maybe you're referring to a certain newspaper or a certain area where people get their news. But I could tell you, I could tell you that if you're talking about, since she's here tonight, if you're talking about Nancy or Norwalk, I could tell you that she hasn't been fair, and I've said that. As far as being biased, she's been completely biased.
But as a voter,
hold on. What I'm saying is, no, she's been completely biased. And she just wants to know where to get information.
I'm not talking about
That's all she wants to know.
How do I get information?
You get information through literature. You'll get your
literature.
I'm sorry. I'm saying they're just getting started.
Passionate about her vote.
You're really right. So when you go into your polls, you'll be familiar with candidates that have reached out to you and talked to, and you have a right to vote for candidates that you have heard from.